Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregales to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. In motion goes Likely. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 10 yards.
A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in.
And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson, touchdown Baltimore. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook, things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
One-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, here's May. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 15. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They quickly out to Diggs.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw again is May. That one taken in by Douglas. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. May to the air once more. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
1st down.
What a big play there for New England.
1st down,
and even
Patriots.
30 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
On the ground, here is Henderson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Patriots come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Landry in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On 3rd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their second possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Here comes the jet sweep. He'll get to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense, no gain.
3rd and short, and here is Meg. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Patriot 1st down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He'll locate his big target, Henry, over the middle.
Complete to Hunter Henry. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. On the give, it's Henderson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Wester on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They're gonna go right back to Henry. Get into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact, balance, and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Douglas in motion. quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Yeah, and that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
On play action, here's May. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. First down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it second down and 11. Now it's Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Caleb Chason gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
That's good for a
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Henderson, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Patriots
12 yards on that hookup. First down, New England.
At the 23-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. And the Patriots are going to have what looks to be 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
Smith in on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one, take it in. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, Patriots.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good. And the Pats will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball's out. One of the Patriots has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Maynard on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To Stephon Diggs. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Now, May. The reception belongs to Mac Hollins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
At the 18-yard line.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Once more, it's Henderson. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
This one caught at the 4, and he'll take it on in. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, New England. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Borregales now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Patriots have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. the touchdown. Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
We'll go again here with Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and short, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Pistol give to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. First down, Baltimore.
10 at the 11-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at 7-yard line.
Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. To the air one more time with Jackson. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will even the score. It's now 21-all.
21 apiece.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. To throw on first down is May. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
A gain of 30.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down, New England.
Here's May. That complete to Henderson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 more yards.
New England going to take their second timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. May to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's May again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Patriots, first down. First and goal, New England.
May to the air once more. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, Patriots. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good. And the Pats go up by 7, 28-21.
Ravens 21.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back. in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's May to throw it on first down. And he's in! Touchdown, New England. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots will extend this third quarter lead.
Patriots 35, Ravens 21.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground, here's Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. A drop for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Third and 11.
To throw is Jackson. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Ravens bring their punt team out. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down.
The 50-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's taken in by Hollins.
It's a gain of 14.
Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, New England.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now, May. He'll get this out to the left flat. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
It's a gain of 22.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
And he will score! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Ravens 21.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Lamar, gonna hang on to it. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's third down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
He's going to have a Ravens first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2.
I love this call, Mike. Put the pressure on the defense to make the right decision. In this case, they decide to go after the running back, but it's the quarterback who pulls it and keeps it himself and is able to convert for the first down.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Jackson now. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his charge. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to have the Ravens first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
Here's the give to Henry running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Are you kidding me? Really?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get them here again.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That one caught by Wester. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now we'll try to keep it going. May now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
And the Patriots 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On the draw, it's Henderson. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Probably see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Second and 12.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On second down, here's Henderson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 11. Throwing is May. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson now to throw on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Second down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Bateman is the motion man. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And a nice job there defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Again, it's Henderson, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
This is Henderson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Once more, it's Henderson. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
12 yards.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
The 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 7. Hopkins sent in motion. On the handoff, it's Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Lester. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A give right up the middle to Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 44-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Throwing Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Third down, 3 to go. Down, Jackson.
But just think back here in this game alone, how many drives have been undone as the result of their inability to protect the passer? They just can't keep a clean pocket, and they just keep going backwards.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Back to throw, Jackson. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis, and the Patriots are going to take over just shy of midfield.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From out of the gun, here's May. Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half.
Patriots.
Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Handoff, and it's Henderson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. May gonna hold on to this one. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Throwing on third down is May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And it looks Looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New England.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.